Hello, 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 hello. Ah, yes, we've done that. No, Captain, I bring you new information about the Xeno device that you discovered during your time away. Ever since you returned, the Tempees have been making every effort to comprehend the nature of this mysterious technology, and they have succeeded to an extent. After many rituals and pleas to the machine god, they awakened under the Xeno artifact. For a moment, it produced a holographic copy of a planet in coordinates that matched the location in Langren's belt. Perhaps you'd like to see with your own eyes what this destination holds. In we go to battle again.
Embrace true power. Your demise is assured.
Red flesh, shatter bone, clear skulls.
Quick save.
Will do. Anything else? But of course. An offering of blood. Anything else?
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
The shadows will succumb. The other side awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Oh, I just murdered that fucker.
I I bring mercy and retribution. As honor ordains. I cannot serve you in this way. Trust me. As honor ordains, my blade whispers your name. The shadows will see it down. Come, the other side awaits.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I am your blade and shield. As honor ordains. Trust me. Let your soul be purged. I would that I could. As the tenets demand. The undying Emperor whispers his will.
Oh.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. If I... Not your zeal. Serves your cause.
Turn a bit. As honor ordains. Trust me.
My reckoning will be swift.
Lord Captain, our augurs have detected active combat operations in orbit and on the surface of Euphrates 2. We tried to contact the explorators on the flagship of the Cognizant fleet, commanding the siege, but received a strongly worded demand not to interfere under the threat. Be details on the combatants. The water is besieged by a squadron of the Cognizant fleet, supported by the joint armada of vessels from across the entire expanse. And that we are registering vessels recruited by the Lord Inquisitor to defend the sector. They are opposed by the Final Dawn scum, led by the blasphemous treatise from the ranks of the Word Bearers. What's so important about Euphrates 2? This sacred forge world has been closed off to the lay people. I believe theirs was only at the threat of having utterly corrupted by the ruinous powers that the explorators have begrudgingly accepted the profane allies setting foot in their blessed world. Who's winning? Detecting parity between forces as both parties employ conservative strategies with the aim of gradually achieving positional superiority. Tactical prognosis suggests that the impasse will persist for a while longer, while they are refusing our aid. Need more mechanisms. Xenotech. How much Xenotech do I have? I have a bunch. My assistance is required on dog owners. Ooh, power armor. And that will give me more people. We need holy ammunition, which means we need more juicy in rep. I mean, I'm already trying to work on the juicy in rep. We want to be 45 to 30. That is us. Holy shit, 45 quid for this game. Okay. Okay. Next rumor. Emperor's Miracle, Incinerus Malefic. That one. Just Navigator's talent. Woohoo! Navigator's insight. I should start spending some of this. I've got like 65 of this fucking thing. Nice. Lock stock experience. Oh. More people. Ooh, that is killing a lot of them. We need Juicy Interrupt to really buff Foulstone anymore. So Holy Defenders blocks Reliquary. Sacred Comet. Oh no, they're both blocked. Yeah, okay, so we can only pick one of the... Good down. Crucible's great sculpting is underway. Farston is being transferred right before eyes into a fertile world, which gives them clean water. However, there is evidence that Crucible has also created humans. From the mouth of the relic came several thousand people who, speaking in archaic, formal Gothic, demanded to be given orders. They cultivate land, build huts and production facilities with obedience, and in general have a remarkable range of skills and knowledge. It seems that these people completely lack their own free will, and for this the monks have named them Touched. The priests who served the Crucible came upon birthing vats built into the relic. The machine is constantly growing new Touched within them. There's a split among the faithful, though many call it a miracle sent by the Emperor himself and want to quickly put the touch to work. A part of the population is frightened by these soulless creatures born from ancient machines. They demand that the planet's learned men intervene in the great sculpting and find a way to stop the production of the touched. How dangerous are they? They do not appear to pose a threat. The autopsy of several specimens show that they are psychologically identical to ordinary humans. No traces of corruption or xeno influence were found on them. However, their obedience is a double-edged sword. They obey any order while no one caring who gives them. There's nothing so a cunning intruder from bending them to their will. An army obedient slaves or spies at their disposal. What think my officers and advisors? They were begun by the relic of Saint Cognitius, which means their existence pleases the Emperor. Your people must be reminded that is so. Arrange a public ceremony of tonsure to initiate the touch into the Lord of the Hammer and a service dedicated to reading parables about the acts of Saint Cognitius and his followers. Lack of will, registering a high probability of manufacturing failure within the Crucible's sacred processes. Swinging to dispose of the finished batch of units and whole production new ones. The algorithm of great sculpting requires further examination. Like, Adam, for the order. Dedicated to St. Cornelius. I'll draft a detail plan for the ceremony and hand it over to the prelate. We need more juicy and rep for them. Which is fine. We'll get them eventually. Oh. Huh. Okay. So we have one of 3 items. Then remains the monastery, which was done by the ones. This will be transferred to the Faustin's moon. Costs quite a lot. Gives me security across everything. Gives me complacency above everything and 5 profit factor. See, I'm leaning towards this because this hurts me the least. Although this doesn't hurt me that much because I have like so many people. And plasteel is like all over the fucking place if I bother actually doing it. This gives me profit factor. And does give me a big old 28 to 42. Which is technically better than that. Whether or not I'm pushing attack to do. Brilliant. Nice. That's waiting that, that's waiting that, that's waiting that, that is waiting that. We're back to hammering. Let's go. Nice. Where is Doggos? It's...
Time to leave my mark upon the galaxy.
The web serves.
Is that my blood? I dare not provoke the whispers.
Powers unseen uncover my path. I fear you not, for I am fear incarnate.
On it. Will do. Anything else?
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
As honor ordained, death is a blessing.
Let not the righteous fear. May their blades be sharp.
Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me. The shadows will death is a blessing. As the tenets demand, the other side awaits. Trust me. Killing brings me no pleasure. I shall not fail. Come, the other side awaits. The shadows will death is a blessing. As honor ordains. Trust me, killing brings me no pleasure. As the tenants, my blade whispers your name.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall prevail.
Death comes in silence. Come, the other side awaits. Death is a blessing. The shadows will come. The other side awaits. As honor ordains. I will not die in dishonor. I shall not fail. Killing brings me no pleasure. Trust me. Caught by the web. Let your soul be come. The other side awaits.
Ah, shit.
As the tenants demand. Aim for the heart next time. I feel nothing, fear nothing. Trust me. The shadows will be a blessing.
Nice.
I shall not.
And boom.
The world will
An
bow.
offering of blood.
Speak, Elantra.
Deliver us.
Well, Captain, the situation of Faustin requires your attention. One of the servants tasked with the Crucible's maintenance declared publicly that he has been liberated from worldly concerns, for he is none other than the reincarnation of Saint Cognatius. There are some extremely questionable reports claiming that he has performed miracles, supported by the congregation garnered by preaching. It's asked for your lordship's permission to depart from Faustin with the Crucible in tow, so they may continue Saint Cognatius' work and use of electron worlds, one true to the faith of the Imperium, into lush, splendorous gardens. As I was saying, that such a generous gift to the Corona Sixpence could bring great renown to your lordship, but at a heavy cost. Faustin would turn back into a waste, and you would lose the prestige that comes with having charge over such a valuable relic. What do you know about the saint? Thibaut Hike, a technomat from Footfall. He now prefers to be called Brother Purevoice. An unremarkable common with no family, gaunt, unkempt, covered in scabs from the Crucible. He became obsessed with it from the day he was discovered. He never left the maintenance post, never rested, barely ever slept. I've seen living off stimulants and condensate from the relic's cooling circuit. He started having revelation when he saw the truth. Or he went completely insane. His sermons are directed to commoners, appealing to them for humility and mercy. He often speaks of his former life as a saint, and many of these tales match no legitimate St. Ignatius. No anarchical pronunciations or radical deviations from the creed have been found in his words yet. Opinions. I have had an ample experience with saintly saviours like him in the past. Whatever great cause they proclaim as their mission, they generally naively believe that people really do need them. If we round up enough orphans and lepers who would trip over themselves to beg our profit for salvation, who will soon forget all about the crucible and its holy mission. I know a few guilds of professional beggars who would be delighted to offer their services to us. False prophets in the streets are a common occurrence. Their sermons breed turmoil, riots, and acts of disputes. The Inquisition recommends that such unstable agents be isolated and quietly removed. The archenemy's lies take on many guises, but the Emperor's miracles are 100-fold strong. On more than a few occasions he has bestowed epiphanies upon the faithful, even those of the humblest origin. I myself bear the name of a poor orphan who was granted miraculous powers by his grace. So give me time and I will find you the most loyal agents to escort Brother Pure Voice on his troubles. They will keep him safe if he is pure, or punish him should the sense deceive his words, but I have a feeling that his rebirth is a true wonder. The Undying One does not release souls that have come to him. Spends either lying or misguided, and experienced spinner will help him see the truth, or repent the deception. Uh-huh. One complacency. Give him this blood spam wrap. Duty be done. Undying with shooting, undying with the staff. Cool. Sacrifice people and that for that. Chemicals. What me think where are my chemicals? There. Let's eat some provisions first. Who's crying out for aid, Lord Captain? Right, it's over the interpretation of scripture I've broken out in several hives across the world. Fighting for the agents of the cult of the Fat Dawn, the Ecclesiastics clamped down on the planet's minor cults, and forced correct adherence to the creed upon the populace. The commoners grumble about the oppression of the minor cults, even daring to claim that the holy Ecclesiastics have assumed the sole right to speak for their god emperor. Agents report that the disgruntled are actively negotiating with their wasteland dwellers. The remains of the so-called Fallen clan. It seems the wastelanders are willing to offer their support. Enforcers and the agents of the Ecclestry have been able to curb the malcontent so far, but division grows wider by the day. Why are the foremen involved in this as well? A great question, Lord Captain. This group does come up in the reports from the capital world rather often. I can assume that this is due to the fact that in their now ruined home, Scipione, they used to have a prevalent, more simplistic form of referring the Emperor. The preachers there used to teach the Scipiones that the importance of hard work and the labour collective's familial unity, but seldom the importance of order and hierarchy. They offered their congregation a form of faith that was simple, cheap, convenient, and functional as their work clothes. Now they seem to think that the priests who wallow in luxury want to take this away from them. Is there a reason to believe that the descent is inspired by heretics? Thankfully, no, your lordship. The rabble rousers zealously oppose heresy. Fill the ranks of the planetary guard with new recruits, regularly outperform quotas, and attend prayer service. The Foreman clan has been actively involved in uncovering the large, successfully operating cells. I just are quite confident that the likelihood of them harbouring the cult of the Final Dawn is far lower than in other segments of the population. What am I about to say? Small deviants of the creed beget large ones, and large ones beget heresy. Our faith is founded upon the absolute trust in those above us, and if the people's belief pushed them towards dissent, then those beliefs have been wicked from the very beginning. But that does not necessarily make the preachers themselves wicked. Perhaps simply misguided. We could pass them into the Ecclestry's careful re-education so they may see the truth, and it would also guarantee their flock's obedience. Shireen, perhaps you should stop allowing the fat cardinals and the servants to do whatever they want to your people. Rein them in. Faith in the Exalted One is not contained within ranks and titles, but within the hearts and hands of the common people. Even this takes many forms as well. Let those who shoulder the welfare of Dargonis at least choose in which manner they pray to him. Take the minor cults under your protection. Those who wish to worship in their own way must prove their right to do so. The only help that would be proper in this situation is to provide instruction. Send one of the spinners to show how they can defend themselves. They will either take up their arms to protect their faith or bow down. I'm tempted with more juicy and wrap. Send them to be re-educated. Good. The hostages will keep their flock from making rash decisions. Woohoo, more mechanisms. Holy shit, that's so much cast about like a mission. Questions infiltrated Weber 6, Lord Captain. The cultists of the Final Dawn have agitated the conflicts into full-blown uprising, promising them a chance to escape. The planet's cargo port and Gulf cities are now under siege. Some of them have not joined the assault. They have scurried into the mines, deep into tunnels they were infected with the xenoscription not too long ago. Security posts that we set up in those mining drifts reported a skirmish and then went silent. Why did they head into this particular area? Unfortunately, we do not know the heritage objectives, but there is an area out there they are pursuing a sinister and wicked art, and therefore must be stopped. What is the current situation in the south? The overseers are trapped inside the guard facilities, and the conflicts are now united by their common hatred for the dynasty and are obsessed with their tales of freedom. What do my advisors say? Your resources allow us to make use of one of the most blunt and affordable tools of all, mercenaries. These dogs of war will storm the warp itself for the right price. Provide the overseers with some higher backup and you can consider the crisis resolved. It's enough to kill a few to make the many lose their footing. Let the spinners bring death to the prominent instigator, then the rest will be intimidated. This they will open themselves to an attack. Well, let's summon the spinners and let us break their enemies' resolve. The spinners can't, the deaf has whispered the names of the wicked. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just with the wrong cargo. Instead of the expected airfield, as will receive a far more valuable shipment of cogitator boards. Perfect the cargo. An admiral of the military fleet and the commander of a squadron is outraged and fails to take revenge since the RogueTrader made a new enemy this day. Get fucked. Mine now. Oh, I should do, actually. Ooh, that's a nice looking shotgun. Ooh. That is interesting. Iris Heresian does seem better. So I guess it boils down to, is it better than that? It does more damage, has a lot lower rate of fire. So I think we may be keeping that one. What's this? So we gain 5 more willpower but lose perception. Adds 5% more dodge against ranged attacks. No, but your perception is super high, so it's not worth losing that. Replace that. %5 more. So what's a 2 MP for? That, which I think is the third trade.
No can do. It's a shame you don't have a Medicaid. I have so many grenades and shit I've just never used. I'm not gonna bother looking at Eye of the Magnetic Storm. One railroad. Let's go face it then, shall we, lads? One more for the road.
The world trembles beneath my feet. Your struggles are in vain.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Trust me. Let your soul be purged. As honor ordained. Brings me no pleasure. Trust me. As the tenants demand. Trust me. Let your soul be purged. As honor ordains.
Right.
Let the blood of the wicked be shed as thou hast willed.
Death is a blessing.
Jump.
Killing
Jump to that one, maybe?
brings me no pleasure. Come,
Jump to that
the
one?
other side awaits. My blade whispers your name. I will not die in dishonor. Death is a blessing.
So there's those two.
There is only death, yours or mine.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
One step closer. The ruin beckons. Purpose guides me. A blood-soaked tribute.
Oh,
I need satisfying demise.
right.
Do you require an audience?
Fate beckons me. My ascension has only just begun. I tread a path unexplored.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we'll end at that. We have our entire planet thing to explore here. And I'm not getting dragged into that at like 10:30. So yeah, we'll do that at some point. Tomorrow, what's the plan? Maybe Final Fantasy before the one Borderlands stream of the week. We'll see. But yeah, that's the general plan. We'll see. Anyway,